Hi folks, you're here with the Remote Chief, and today I have a little bit of a dilemma. My ST10 Plus, I love it to death, but you know, it leaned against the wall and then I moved the table and something happened. Basically, the button that turns the video on and off came apart. It broke off. Goes right in here, and I could put it back and then use the button, and I can definitely do video, or I could use a paper clip. What I'm trying to do right now is I took off the back plates. You can rip these right out. They come out of these holes. And then I'm using an Allen key to take out these screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a smaller Allen key for these two. So about 8 screws I'm looking at. I'm going to take those out, and I'm going to see if I can independently get that white piece out. Super glue it by itself, then place it back in. Because I feel if I super glue it up here and try to do that, I'm going to lock this button up, and I'm not going to be able to take video in the sky. So stay tuned while I take the ST10 Plus apart, show you what's inside, and see if I can get this button fixed. Come on, check it out with the Chief. So there you have it, that's the inside. Now I was hoping I could get more access to this area here, but it looks like I don't think I'm gonna be able to get into there. It looks like that's, if I start messing with that, I think I'm gonna cause more problems. I think I'm just gonna have to keep using a paper clip. I think putting on this little thing in here is just gonna jam it up. I don't think gluing it in is a good idea. I really don't seem to have access to the inner workings of the button, which I would like to have. So I don't think I'm going to be fixing that all the way. But if anyway, there is your inside of the ST10. Here's your screen, I guess, right? Well, the tablet seems to be installed in here. There's a ribbon running to the video. You have some power cords, cable running power, heavy duty. Notice this is down, that's up. These are the little trims for rabbit. This is the camera up and down. Or that's rabbit and this is the camera. Now see, this one I could have taken the screws out and backed it out. Oh no, here it's the same thing. They look wedged in there, maybe glued. I'm not exactly sure how those are put in, those buttons. So I guess just keeping a paper clip like stuck here is gonna be the best bet. And then I'll put it on while I fly, and I'll just have to put on and off, on and off. Do 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 do. Wait, I got an idea. So now looking at this, I originally thought I couldn't fix it, but then I got my pair of pliers and I got a little crazy and I thought maybe this is screwed on. I loosened it and it started to come off. So I'm seeing that I can loosen this now. And that, look, when I loosen this here, it's gonna screw right off. And it looks like I'm gonna have access to that button now, right there. I'm still nervous that if I put any glue in there, I will never get that working again. Never, ever, ever. That button is too deep in there. I have another ST10. I think if I unclip this and I just use the other button, I'll use the other button from my ST10 and I'm gonna fix this. Hold on one second. I'm going to crack open another ST10 and I'm going to use the button for that one for this one. I think that's going to be a fix. So here we go. Now I'm going to crack this one open and I'm going to be stealing this button and I'm going to be replacing it with this button. And I'm pretty sure that's going to work for me. I'm going to make sure I'm on the right side. I'm using the right one. So if I look at it, definitely the video button. It's the video button that I'm going to be replacing. So here we go, folks. I'm going to crack this one open, take this button, and replace it with this button. And I'm going to be good to go. Stay tuned. I'm going to time-lapse removing the screws because I don't think you need to see that in detail. So now we have both of these cracked open. You spin this off like so, the top button. I used a pair of pliers on the top to get it loose. And I keep spinning it like so. Keep spinning it, it should come all the way. All the way. Okay, so now I see that that comes off. See that? So what I broke was a pretty bit of a pain in the ass to fix. Now you have to go in intricately into here and see that little power switch? See this power switch here? We're gonna pull that out from its connection. And here, we've just taken the button off. We've removed the button completely. That is the button right there. If you push that down, you hear the click. That button is your video button. So what I want to do now is I want to take the video button out of this one and replace it. So now that I've taken the video button out of the ST10, this is the ST10, we're going to remove that and put it aside. Now we're going to look at our ST10 Plus. Okay. I'm going to the same place. It's that little power button right there. And I'm going to slightly yank it out. And there it is. And there you can see my broken shaft. I broke it deep in there. And I don't think I can get into this button. It doesn't look too good. But I'm still going to put this on the ST10 Plus, the ST10. It'll always be an awesome backup. And with a paper clip or something, you can still access that button. But I just want my ST10 Plus to be #1. And I have an old ST10, so why not? Why not make it look sharp? So now I have the #1 working button here. I gotta do what they did. It's a little hard while I'm filming, but I gotta get this cord into there. Boom, I'm connected. That's a nice solid connection. I felt it. It's not getting tugged out. Boom. Now look how it is. It doesn't really matter which side you put it in, but it's just gotta be square. Okay? Flip this over the right way. Hold it into place. And you really got to make sure that you don't drop the bottom piece because their wires are very delicate. You could rip out the cord. So you got to make sure everything is connected. Now I take my working button and I just push down. Looks like it sticks in a little bit. There. I'm gonna screw that on nice and tight. So there you go, everything is ready to go. I have now fixed the button, as you can see, on my ST10 Plus. This is not editing, this is extreme skills here. I opened it up, I looked at it, I realized I had another ST10 that I wasn't using, and I used the button. I looked at it, at first I didn't think I could fix it, I thought the button was too intricate, but once I gave it some thought and some time, I realized I could get in there, and I could get it back to 100%. So now we want to close it up. The only thing you really need to do when you close it up is to feed the red power cable through that little L shape there. So I kind of from this side, push that down in there now. And that should fall through. Try not to pinch. Try not to pinch anything, but
Again, there is my broken switch, as you can see, but if I use maybe this little Allen key, you can see it's still working, but it broke from the shaft there, you know? So that's why it's gonna be really hard to fix, because if you put any glue in there, that thing's getting jammed up.
So there you have it, folks. I took my ST10 Plus, opened it up, very detailed, found that these could spin, found that I could, at first I thought I couldn't get this button out. I learned that by spinning these, they screw off, you have access to the button. I saw it had a power cord, I disconnected it. I took the working button off my ST10, my old ST10, the smaller screen, and I threw it here into my new ST10 Plus. I should have broken the button, but now I have a working button to take video with. With just a little bit of skill and a little bit of know-how and not being afraid, I cracked open my ST10 and my ST10 Plus, and I found a working solution. I will always now have an ST10 that has a broken button, but with a paper clip or something, you can stick it in there and you can still access the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget, the Chief abides. Many more videos will be out soon, so stay tuned.